between two types of materials we use for oil spill cleanup. The first material here is what we call an adsorbent. So it's spelled Adsorbent. The second material is what we call an absorbent. It's spelled Absorbent. Now what's the difference between the two? Well, when you look at an adsorbent here, this material is oleophilic, so it attracts oil, and it's hydrophobic, so it repels water. Now the absorbent does that as well. However, this material, when you squeeze it, the oil can come back out again. When we use an absorbent, it grabs onto the oil and it doesn't release it. Why is this important? Well, if you're in a major oil spill and you got wave action going, you're actually just catching the oil and you're releasing it. And that's what you don't want to happen. So let's go to the tank here and we're going to show you how this stuff works. We're just going to put our little boom down here in the water. And I'm going to take a bit of used motor oil here, and we're just going to drip it onto the surface. Now what I'd like to show you, this reaction, have a careful look at how this material works. I start wiping the material, and you can see it doesn't want to grab all the oil. I'm going to rub it around. It's grabbing a little bit, so I'm coating it on there. It's getting a bit, but at the same time, that material can release that oil. So you'd have to sit here and work real hard to get all this motor oil in here. So you can see basically the poly, it's okay, it helps a bit, but again, you've got a certain release factor there and you're not getting the action you need. And remember, the critical thing in an oil spill is to move as quick as possible. So that's the limitation on an adsorbent, and this is one of the best ones on the market too. I'm not going to get into brand beating, but let's make a bigger oil spill now with the absorbent, and I'm going to show you how that works. This is the Oil Lift brand super absorbent polymers. So we're just going to throw that right in the water here, and I'm going to dump a lot of oil in this time. Now have a look at this. Watch how fast this stuff grabs up. Look at that. Grabbing all the oil, the other stuff left behind. We're just turning it in the water, and you can see it's just grabbing everything, just moving it across. It's just sucking it right up. One of these booms, by the way, weighs about 6 to 6.5 pounds at the start. We've taken them out of our containment system with up to 40 pounds. So it's a pretty amazing absorption level, and then they don't let the oil back out. So we can get every single drop. It holds on, it doesn't release it. You can see here, we're not letting any water out, we're not letting any oil out, and in fact, we're letting all the water out. So you've got nice, clean water, very quickly. And that's the key in an oil spill, is you really want to have a positive effect. And this is why we should choose an absorbent over an adsorbent material.